what's happening? Back on this 04 F350. Yeah, I said I'd bring you back when it was time for primer, but I threw the doors back on this thing and she's ready to go. These rockers and inner door bottoms are getting Raptor Liner, colored white, same as the body color, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. I re-seam sealed every one of the joints in the rockers because there was rust bleeding through them. I cleaned all the old stuff out and treated the rust. Now here's your door bottoms. The blue is the seam sealer. That's Lord Fuser seam sealer. It's real nice stuff. About the same price as 3M, so pick your poison, I suppose. But it came out real good. Show you the other side here, and then we'll show you the Raptor Liner. I think I went through some paper. I probably could have got away with just bagging the truck because I'm going to sand the doors anyway, but yeah, this is the right thing to do. Here's my filler board I had my caulking gun sitting on. Here's the driver door. Now up toward this edge here was where my weld was on this front door, so I threw some fiberglass in it. There's a couple pinholes in it, but this is all got epoxy over it. All that was 80 gritted and epoxied. I did that yesterday, and then I 2K'd the outside of the doors. Then I came back this morning with a red 320 grit Scotch Brite and scuffed all this down. The epoxy should still be in its window, but I didn't want to risk it. I scuffed it anyway. Strange mask job, I know. I got paper, I probably wasted a roll of 2-inch tape on this, a roll of 3/4 tape, so on and so on. So here's the, I'll show you the Raptor Liner. I'm going to get the tripod here for you guys. We'll go ahead and mix one of these up real quick, and then we'll get the spraying. But I decided to try the Raptor Liner that you can color match. This is it right here. I think I showed it in the last video clip, I'm not sure. But it's a 3-to-1 mix, so 3 parts Raptor Liner, 1 part hardener, and 10% base coat, which I gotta go grab the base coat. Now, you have to use a base coat that they leave the binder out of, because if it's got binder in it, they claim it won't work. Is that really true? I don't know. This is the first time I've ever sprayed it, so you guys will get to do this right along with me. I've never been real good at trying to fill these cans up, because they tell you in the instructions that you add the hardener to there, and then the base coat can go up to there, whatever. Since it's 3-to-1, you need 250 milliliters of activator. So there, whoo, that's a pint cup, but it's got milliliters. You can trust me on that. Boy, you can't even read it in the camera, but you get the gist of it. So we'll go ahead and get this mixed up here. Throw some gloves on. Now the way I'm going to do this, instead of trying to guess how much hardener in there, I'm going to pour the hardener in the little pint cup and put it in the Raptor Liner. And then I will go ahead and put the base coat, 10% of, well, this would be 1,000 milliliters. So 10% of that would be 100 milliliters base color. Right now it appears that the product is up to about that line, so I just rather measure it out. I feel better doing it that way. So since this is a pint cup, That 200 milliliter line is real close to the top. If that was full, it would probably be 250. We're going to put 200 in it to start. Use my crappy little funnel here. Put another 50 in it. The other reason I'm measuring it is because I've actually sprayed these kits before a long time ago and actually had hardener left over when I got done spraying, so that's not right. I can say with a degree of certainty that there's no way you're going to fit that much base coat in there. I don't think you can fit 100 milliliters in there. You might be able to. It's going to be a bitch to shake it up though. I already had this on the paint shaker before, so. There you go. That's the body color. Oh, let's see, how do I want to do this? I guess we'll strain it and try and put it in there that way. I'm going to start with like 75 milliliters and see what happens. I'd really like there to be plenty of room to shake this up. And it looks like 75 milliliters is going to be the max on that. So I'll go ahead and get this shook up, and I'll bring you back when it's time to spray. Alright, I don't know how much you're going to be able to see. We'll do a little bit on that rocker and a little bit on the door bottom, then I'm going to cut you off because I need to move the camera stand. But basically, flip the screen around here. There's the gun. There's really not a whole lot to it. I put a regulator on it. They say spray between 40 and 70 psi, so that's what we're going to do. Get some light on the subject here. See if that helps any. I don't really need much light to spray this, but you guys aren't going to be able to see anything. Again, this is a solution to keeping people from beating their boots when they get in the truck and beating all the paint off the door jambs, the rockers, and so on. Well, it's like about 50 pounds. We'll start with that.
That's going to be it for now. I'll bring you back when it's done.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. I just had to cut the camera off. There's not enough room for it to be in here. That's the first coat. I'd say I'm 85% covered on the first coat, with a few exceptions of spots I missed. But that was one canister, so 1,000 milliliters ready to spray. But I definitely don't want this thing see-through. In the future, if I'm going to spray white, I will make sure I put white epoxy behind it, because it would have been covered on the first coat, and then the second would have been a guarantee. Here's the driver's side. But I just don't want any gray epoxy peeking out. Now, we may get a little bit right at the edge of the tape line in the jam. I'm okay with that. We'll see how it turns out. Can always clean it up. So there you go. I will bring you back for a finished product. I'm not gonna mix another coat and make you guys watch me spray that. So I'll bring you guys once that's sprayed and we got coverage, and you can tell me what you think of it. See ya. Alright, I'm going to show you this white Raptor liner that I color keyed here from the previous clips. This is after the masking is off. Some people might not like this kind, but I think it turned out real nice. We had some real good build on it. It's going to protect those door jambs from people banging their boots into it. This is the next day, by the way. I forgot to take an after shot. I got sort of in a frenzy trying to pull the masking off so that it would not pull any of this loose. Now, I don't have it real thick on the doors, but I have it pretty thick over there. That was 3 of the containers of Raptor liner to do all this. 2 almost made it, but I could still see through it in spots, probably because it was white. If I ever do another white one, I will seal everything with a white sealer or epoxy first, just so that it covers faster. If that had been a dark green or a blue or something like that, it probably would have covered real quick with a color matched one. There you go. Some people might think this is the cheesy ass way out, but I think, you know, guys are getting in these trucks with mud and rocks on their boots, and then they bang them here and all that shit gets stuck, and then you slam the door into it, so it breaks the paint on both sides. That's just my way. So I do have some tickling to do to it. I gotta take real gently and take a razor blade on the edge here and trim this off. A couple spots it got too thick on my edges and started to come around the edge of the door, and I don't want it around the edge. This would be a prime example right here. Maybe the camera doesn't like to focus on white, but at any rate, that's that. So that's the end of the Raptor liner, and we'll bring you guys back when there's more to show.